Hey everybody, Star 6 Wars 1 here, and welcome to the next video of Fullmetal Alchemist Month 2. For this one, we're going to be taking a look at the manga of Fullmetal Alchemist, aka the original source material. Now, after seeing both the original series and Brotherhood, I eagerly awaited to get the manga. It took me a long time to get it, mind you, but I finally got the manga, and now can finally review it. Before I begin the review, however, I would like to mention this. I will try not to compare it to Brotherhood, which is a much more faithful adaptation of the manga than the 2003 series is. However, for a few of these pointers, I will have to bring up some comparison to the two. However, for the most part, I'll try to avoid it. Now, with that out of the way, let us begin first up with the story. Now, the story is, just like in the 2003 series, about Al and Ed trying to bring back their mother with human transmutation, with Al losing his body, and Ed losing his arm and leg in the attempt, and them trying to gain their bodies back. But it is not just about that, it is about so much more. With so many plot lines going along through and through, this easily could have flopped, but it didn't, and I am so thankful for that. I loved it. And I love the fact that there is a lot of plot going on throughout, and it doesn't waste too much time. It gets straight to the point, and has a very nice flowing story for the most part. Yeah, there's one or two moments that are a little downtime, but what you gonna do? Also, and this is where I mentioned at the beginning of the review of a comparison between them, I find the manga, compared to Brotherhood, has a little more of a comedic edge to it. And I'm going to be honest here, I think this was rather hit or miss. I've seen certain scenes that were done differently in Brotherhood, and some of them were better done in Brotherhood, others were not. That really depended on what you were looking for in the adaptations. So, I'll say this much, I'm not sure I like the more comedic edge of the manga. However, with that said, I actually kind of think in some ways it's funnier. Brotherhood did have that problem, and I'll explain more in that review, but I will say I think the manga had better humor. But, that aside, I absolutely love the story, and that won't change at all. Next up are the characters, and I'm going to be honest here, they're also pretty good. They flow very nicely, their character development is just fun to watch, and they're believable. I absolutely love that. And the fact that the character cast is so huge just makes it all the more impressive. Yeah, some characters probably could have used a little more development here and there. After all, it's like 40 plus, and there's quite a few characters that do feel a little bit underdeveloped. But other than that, my god, the characters are just amazing. I love them a lot. Next up is the artwork. I really like it. The pictures are very detailed. You can tell where something is, and it doesn't look like a blobbing mess, unlike some other manga that I know of. Attack on Titan! But that aside, I'm gonna be honest here, there are a few little things and a few little designs I didn't like, but aside from that, it's really not much. And the artwork is extremely impressive. I absolutely adored it. Also, the character design is really distinctive. You can tell which character is which is a really good thing as well. Honestly, I just love the art in this, and thought it was really, really good. I'm going to be very honest with you guys here. I was a tad bit worried about reading the manga, especially after watching both series, because I think I would maybe thought I could think this would be inferior to the anime. But honestly, I think at times it's on par, and maybe in a few ways, like the comedy, actually better than both series. I love the manga to death. I will give a recommendation though. I would read the manga last. unless you are an avid manga reader and don't watch too much anime. In that case, read the manga first. But honestly, I find that I appreciate it a lot more after watching the series, and that's why I say read the manga last, watch the series first, so you can appreciate where it came from. To be honest, I loved the manga, and I can't say enough praise about it. As of this review, it is my favorite manga, and I hope that doesn't change. I give Fullmetal Alchemist a 10 out of 10. I found it really enjoyable, and it was just a joy to read. And I hope it continues to provide for me in the future. Anyways, that's all from me. This has been Star 6 Wars 1, and we'll see you guys next time.